the glass ceiling broken, all the oppressed groups shall prosper, especially the most oppressed group of all, gamers.
I love Mass Effect, and if you're familiar with my content, then you already know that. But for those of you who are new to the channel, I've beaten the original trilogy a whopping 12 times already. But I also understand that art is subjective. One man's trash is another man's treasure. So welcome back to Bad Reviews for Good Games. And today we're taking a look at Mass Effect, specifically the Legendary Edition on Steam. Let's see what the people got to say. So this one comes from Colonel, and he goes on to say, nah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of feeling this. And what I love about this review too is like he really sticks to his guns. Comments are disabled for this review. This man said, nah, and he really don't care what you got to say. So regardless if I agree with his opinion or not, because you know I love Mass Effect, I still respect his opinion because he said, not only do I give a f, I don't give a f what you think. I'm gonna be honest, I respect the gangster. I respect that gangster. So our next review comes from Xi Jinping, which I'm pretty sure is the president of the CCP in China. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, he went on to say, I want to start off by saying I love this game, but I absolutely hate Origin. I bought the game on Steam. I don't want to have to constantly open that RAM-sucking leech to play the game I bought on Steam to avoid having to use this in the first place. Update, I will never purchase any game published by EA. I'm fucking done with them, and I hope they get cancer, and then I don't like EA either, but it's cancer, and then come on, man, it's never that deep. But then again, what should we expect from Xi Jinping? Volpin says, the fucking EA launcher is pure cancer and getting it to work is a science project in itself. Aside from that, if their servers are down or having issues, you can't play the game you purchased and own on Steam. Games that link to other stores and launchers should be illegal. Fuck you, EA. Which seems to be a reoccurring theme with this game. I'm seeing less complaints about the actual game itself. It seems like everybody loves Mass Effect that bought it. The issue seems to be the EA launcher, EA Origin, whatever they're calling it nowadays. And this is the part I didn't even know. Not only is this single player game online, but then I guess they're promoting other launchers and games inside of it. And somebody in the comments was like, woof, I'm glad I read this review first. This is fucking wild. I'm not gonna lie. People deserve 100% to be angry at EA. This is fucking stupid. It's a single player game, an old one at that. So our next review comes from Still Strine, and he goes on to say, Miranda has cake, but BioWare will not let me eat it. All right, so for those of you who don't get this, if you've never played Mass Effect, there's a character in Mass Effect named Miranda, and she is a genetically altered, or so I say genetically enhanced human being. She can do what other humans can't do. She's super smart. She has different like little biotic abilities, but she also has other enhancements on her body. One of them being is she's got a little BBL. She's got a nice ass for a white girl. Matter of fact, she had a BBL before BBLs were popular. Yo, we should talk about that in the comments. Was Miranda the first woman with a BBL? A space BBL at that. But the point is, in this remaster or this remake or whatever the fuck it is, the collection, they took the BBL out of the game. They reduced Miranda's booty and they gave her the flatty back. So now if you play the game, she looked like an ironing board. But if you go back and look at the original game, she had that coke body. But my man is mad because he was trying to stick his face in her cake and he can't do that. I don't know how that worked because it would involve you sticking your face in your monitor, but hey, more power to you. Put the booty back in the game. That's what they said. I don't really care, but whatever. So as I scoured through like all the different reviews, one of the reoccurring themes that I see is nobody seems to like to use EA's launcher, which I agree. Origin, EA launcher, whatever the hell it's called these days, it's ass. But what I find really funny as a reoccurring theme is all these people are complaining about EA Origin. But if you notice, 70 hours, 120 hours, 57 hours, 133 hours, 43 hours, 74 hours, they're complaining about it, but it's like they're just bitching. They're still playing. Except for one guy, he actually refunded it. He put his money where his mouth is. But everybody else is like bitching. Like if you don't like it, then just don't play it. What you have every power to do. Just get a fucking refund. But it just seems like they're kind of bitching about this shit, which I thought was funny. I think there's a lot of Twitch streamers in these reviews, and what I mean by a lot of Twitch streamers is a lot of them are just chatting. So Tropical Emperor does not recommend Mass Effect Legendary Edition because, and I quote, Garrus is a fictional character. Wait till he finds out the rest of the cast are fictional characters too. Oh my, what are you talking about, dude? Like half these reviews are mad at the EA launcher, the other half are just fucking trolls, bro. He's just trying to be funny, which I'm not mad at. Garrus is a fictional character. No shit. Arya Bongwater goes on to say, I don't recommend this game because I still can't fuck a Krogan. And then somebody left a comment named Spither and he put a sad face, so they want to fuck a Krogan. What about your mom? Yeah. Your mama jokes. 2023, let's go. Your mama's a Krogan. And our next review comes from Danny, who goes on to say, EA app, which, isn't a lot of words, but it is a lot of words because for those of you unaware, allow me to decipher. EA stands for evil adults, which are the type of people that run EA and the reason that a lot of their games turn out to be horrible. But it's not horrible. Today's sponsor, Holskern. Holskern is a lifestyle brand that produces a wide array of products ranging from watches to necklaces. They built their name through producing quality watches that utilize wood inside of their frames. The pristine craftsmanship and the unique designs are sure to turn heads at the next function you choose to attend. And since summer is coming up, you might want to pick up a pair of their sunglasses. Holskern has a ton of different frame designs. Several of them are made from wood, and the frames come in all different shapes and sizes to fit your fashion needs. So if you want to stand out next time you're on a hiker at the beach, be sure to have a pair of Holskern sunshades on. And that's all possible by tapping the link in the description box below and using code Hokage15 at checkout to receive 15% off of your next purchase. Black Dog does not recommend this game because he says, I missed 2/3 of the plot because you can't pause the cutscenes when I had to take a shit. Which means, because let's take a look at your record, you have 33 hours on the game. 2/3 of 33, I did the math, is 22 hours. So for 22 hours of your playthrough, you are taking a shit? Fuck Mass Effect. We need to know, is your toilet okay? Because it sounds like you are causing mass effects on that toilet. Shout out to the dad joke. Come on, fuck with me. Hit the like button. So our next review comes from Ghostfacer, and we finally found a review that's not complaining about the launcher. They actually have something to say about the game. He goes on to say, my first time playing this, and all I can think of is, can I please have a map and a directions to go? The answer is no, you cannot. Instead, you got to click start, go to options, click on the map, and maybe, just maybe, you'll see an exclamation mark somewhere. More likely, you'll wander around and basically stumble. This game sucks, and I'm pissed that I listened to all these I listen to all the masses out there. I can't read. I will play this grudgingly because I already spent the money and I'm past the point of no Steam return. Update, I happily deleted this atrocious piece of shit and gladly reclaimed my valuable memory on my hard drive. I sincerely wish I didn't waste money on this. Even on sale it was too much, and I'm pissed that I listened to anyone saying this game was good. It's the drizzling, I don't know what that is. We're just gonna, a drizzling cock. I gotta disagree with you on this one. So first of all, reviewing older games is tricky. The first Mass Effect came out 2007, 2008. It's been over 10 years. So like when you review older games, you have to review it through the lens of an older game. So there's gonna be some like wonky stuff. Like Mass Effect 1 is the one that didn't age the best. But that being said, also it's an RPG and the game wanted you to get lost in the world. I'm gonna be honest, I've beaten Mass Effect 12 times, the original trilogy. And even in my first playthrough, I don't remember being like super lost. It's not like a super big open world. There's like semi-open worlds that you can explore and you're supposed to go around and talk to different NPCs and learn more about the world. It seems like this is one of those cases where it's like, this wasn't a game for you. And that's okay. That's okay. Like you were supposed to enthrall yourself in the world and it kind of seems like you wanted more of like a linear action adventure game. And then also you only got 8 hours on the game. You didn't even build the skill tree enough to actually see all the cool powers that you can unlock and stuff like that. It is a little bit of a slow start, but like if you really enthrall yourself into the world of Mass Effect, there's so much to see and so much to do and so many lovable people that you'll meet. I would disagree with this, but I respect your right to have this opinion. You just, in my opinion, you need to be a little bit more patient with the game. Ladies and gentlemen, I found the nerd from the World of Warcraft episode of South Park, and he goes by Scales on Steam. He goes on to say, nothing legendary about this edition. Terrible mouse acceleration, no field of view slider, and not the ultra wide that was advertised. Which, I get I get it, man. Like, it doesn't have all the tech, the super PC tech sliders that you wanted, maybe, but like, yo, calm down, dude. Fucking calm. But the FOV slider, you'll be okay. Put the sliders down, relax off the FOV slider. The ultra wide, I'm sure it's gonna cut. You'll be okay if you gotta play it 1080p, 1440p. You'll be okay. Oh, like, I gotta play it 1440p. Fucking relax, dude. So our next review comes from Arsenic Slinky 123, and this one's pretty interesting. He said, the game ran fine in 2021. Now though, the game is literally unplayable. Origin opens and it asks for an activation key. There's no activation key because the key is a Steam DLC. Thanks, EA. Then he gives an update and he says, Steam support says contact EA. So I contacted EA. EA said, contact Steam support. Basically, go fuck yourself. I completely understand your frustration, especially if you're a big fan of this series and you were having a lot of fun with this game in 2021. Then a patch dropped in 2022 and you could no longer play the game because they introduced new glitches and bugs. I was unaware, like reading through all the negative reviews of the PC version of the Legendary Edition of Mass Effect, I was unaware of this EA issue. And that's because I played the Legendary Edition, but I played it on Xbox, had no issues. Don't quote me on this, but I don't remember there being DRM where like I had to always be online to play a single player game. I think that's a PC exclusive. So based off of all these reviews, because I was completely unaware of all this, if you want to play Mass Effect's Legendary Edition, which gives you all 3 of the original games, plus the 60 pieces of DLC and like improved visuals and quality of life changes, get it on console because this PC version is sounding basura. Now, if you notice, hardly anybody commented on the actual game because the actual game is amazing. Everybody was just talking about the DRM, the launcher, always being online, which it's all trash. So if for some reason you're an uncultured swine who has not played Mass Effect, please pick up the Legendary Edition on console. Stay away from the PC version. Play it because you're uncultured and you want to be able to join into the water cooler conversation. I mean, seriously, I shouldn't have to force you to play such an amazing series. And speaking of the Force, you know, I also did a video on bad reviews for good games on Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which is the new Star Wars game. And let's just say not everybody loved it. And if you want to find out why, just go ahead and click the card right there. I promise you, you're gonna get a good laugh. And I'm also gonna do, is that what Obi-Wan does? Ooh, a Jedi mind trick. Click the card, watch my video, I need some watch time.